I spent $5 whole on an old hen, planning to nourish my daughter properly. But as soon as I left, the shop owner scolded me for being foolish. Said I let my own daughter grow dark and skinny while spending all my money on the divorced man's 2 kids. I hurried home carrying the old hen. The downstairs neighbor saw it, immediately assumed I bought it for the divorced man's family again, then turned around and told them everything. The old lady and his family was thrilled, told her 2 grandsons to get ready, said they'd go eat chicken at my place later. But the divorced man was getting ready to watch a movie with his lover, because he was sure I'd always be loyal to him. But this time his plan would completely fail, because he'd been reborn. In my previous life I tried everything to marry him. Desperately tried to win over his 2 sons, but when I got seriously ill and needed money for treatment, my husband and his ungrateful sons abandoned me without hesitation. Even my own daughter lost all hope in me. She even signed a document to cut ties with me before I died. But heaven gave me a second chance. I swore I'd make it up to my daughter in this life. Soon the delicious chicken was on the table. My daughter couldn't help but reach out, but I stopped her instinctively. She quickly pulled her hand back in fear. Seeing that made me feel incredibly guilty. I rushed to explain. I just wanted her to wash her hands before eating. Then I suddenly remembered it was her birthday. I regretted how badly I had done as a mother, so I immediately decided to buy her a cake. Told her to stay home and wait for me like a good girl, but I had just left. When the old lady showed up with the 2 boys, she instantly started scolding me for being ungrateful. Said the chicken was already cooked, and I didn't bring it over. Claimed her grandsons were starving because of me, then tried to take the chicken. My daughter quickly stepped up to stop her. Tried hard to explain that the chicken was for her, that they couldn't take it. But the old lady exploded with rage. Said my daughter was lying. After all, everyone in the courtyard knew I used to treat a dog better than my own child. She was convinced the chicken was meant for her grandsons. The boys started yelling they wanted chicken. Then the old lady pushed my daughter down, tore off 2 drumsticks, and stuffed them into her grandson's hands. My daughter could only cry helplessly. Meanwhile, I had bought the cake and was joyfully hurrying back home. On the way, I ran into the uncle from the next building. When he learned the cake was for my daughter, he was overjoyed. Said I had finally come to my senses, that a mother should love her own child. I picked up my pace and rushed home. By then, the roast chicken had been nearly picked clean. The old lady sucked her fingers on purpose in front of my daughter. My daughter was so angry she could only sit on the floor and cry. The downstairs neighbor heard the noise and came up. When she found out the old lady hit a child just for food, she couldn't stand it anymore and spoke out. But the old lady didn't care at all. Said everyone had lost their minds. Claimed I had never made good food for my daughter. That I always gave it to her family first. She even said if no one believed her, they could call me back and confront me. Before she finished speaking, a man walked in. He had long admired me. He immediately scolded the old lady and the boys for stealing food. Said she had no decency at her age. But the old lady twisted the truth. Claimed it was my daughter who stole her family's roast chicken. The 2 boys joined in lying. Said I saved the chicken legs just for them, and my daughter was greedy and lied to get food. Then the old lady told the boys to hurry up and eat. Didn't leave a single bite for my daughter. One boy pulled another piece of